This episode of Mac TV, we cry all the tears out of our ducts, we clog our noses and our lungs, and we make a decent amount of power on the 427.
We got the top end, part of the top end, mainly just like the covers and stuff off, the rockers off. Going to retorque the heads just to be safe since we put it through a heat cycle. Adam's still working on buttoning up a bunch of the little stuff, that wiring stuff. I'm gonna go through and do some other stuff in the rear end today. We're gonna try to get everything buttoned up today so we can put it on the dyno, and hopefully once we get it off the dyno, it's kind of just like ready to go. We're gonna put it on the dyno tomorrow night. Today's Saturday, tomorrow will be Sunday. And hopefully we can just do little stuff Monday and Tuesday. And then leave Wednesday night or Thursday. But yeah, so I'm getting ready to retorque the heads, put everything back together, and then we can fire it up and put her on the chip, really seat the rings in, and probably change the oil, put it on the dyno, and be done.
Going away, bro. Dang, dude, those started so fast they roll by themselves. I'm gonna change the big tires too.
Finally, starting to make sense. I need your help. You're not gonna video me struggling and not help me. Him. Dude, I about died doing that other one.
Hey, bud, big tire life, bro. If you're gonna get a big tire, you gotta be a big boy, okay?
Oh yeah.
Like I got them. Road bars aren't in yet. What is the ignition button? I don't know, it worked yesterday. I guess it worked.
Ha! Dang it! Air out.
Yep. I don't know, there's something up with the radio. The radio, when you shut the power off, the radio wasn't like dissipating all the power. It was holding like a couple of volts. It was enough that it wasn't shutting the car off. That same key on voltage area turns on the Holley, the stereo, and I think the headlight power or something. So yeah, I don't know, we'll figure that out, or we may have to ditch the radio.
The rules of the dyno. Number one, only me and Adam touch the dyno. No. Well, it's like 35 degrees in here, so Adam's gonna have to run it for a good 2 hours, get everything warmed up.
If the camera
Smoke us all out.
If all of a sudden the video just drops and you see dead people just laying around the ground, call the cops. The nitro got us.
It's gonna go smooth. He'll run it. He'll run it through the RPM range, some different loads. Probably just make sure that everything in the rear end sounds good. Get the dyno, all the grease warm in the hubs. Once he's sure that looks good, then we'll take a break, make sure this thing's ready to go, and make some pulls.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be low timing and a little extra fuel because it's our first time with M5.
Yeah. See what happens. Yeah. Literally, this is our first time, so this could all go real bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. This motor isn't the actual motor that he was getting from Brian Tooley because it isn't ready yet. So they suckered somebody else into a motor.
By the way, that's if you guys like Pizza King, he owns all the Pizza Kings. He let us use his motor for R&D. Oh gosh. But hey, we can set the rods on the ground. I ain't got a dime in it. We're about to make 27,000 horsepower.
Between the axle flange and the hub adapter, and when you run that much, the hub adapter gets out around. So sometimes if it's not real bad, once you build some speed, it'll kind of clear up. I think the dynos are going to have to come off. We're going to have to put a dial indicator on the hub adapter and get it around.
See if we can tell if it's good side. Watch us do this, and you'll get a little freaked out at first because you get a little wiggle, but normally it's like 10 or 15 mile an hour and it's just a little shimmy. That's like a bucking Bronco. It's all over the place.
Adam let it run out of propane out here so we have no heat.
Yeah, it just ran out and it's Sunday, so we have 2 bottles. The other one's empty, so we don't get any till tomorrow now, which kind of sucks.
We're located in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah.
So if anybody has an extra propane tank, stop on by.
Maybe
no lying on camera.
Maybe we do sometimes, I don't know.
He also left the
What did he say?
He said we don't normally have this problem.
Did that help?
It might not be far off that way, but it might be in the face of it. You know?
It could be. We can check that next.
I bet it's in the face.
Yeah, it started.
Man. Okay. Did you get all the bolts out? I think I threw my back out.
There might be a multi. This is a Pizza King 427, dude.
Pizza King, like frozen pizzas and cook them at your house. So, what do? Just go on pizzaking.com or something?
Pizzaking.com, yep.
Yep.
You'll find the link. I can't remember what it is. Take and bake shipping or something like that.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. We got merchandise too.
The merchandise is high quality.
It is.
It's very nice.
Really nice. Soft.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
It's very comfortable, very nice. So, if you don't like Pizza King, then order one, try it again, dude. It really is the best. And it's. Can we be clear on where the Pizza King is?
Yeah.
If you're in Indiana and you live west of 69, you probably aren't getting the best Pizza King.
You ain't getting that soul food.
Yeah, you need to get on the east side of 69 and north, and then you get the best Pizza King.
Can you at least do the implant trick with the?
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Can you at least pump those up?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
We're
awesome.
gonna go from a girl she's got some age on her, probably some kids. Then we're gonna get refreshing bad boy, maybe.
You gotta open the CO2 bottle, probably.
It's empty.
We're on a roll.
How is that one empty?
Oh my god.
We're shutting it.
We have a refill station, right?
Yeah, just hook it up to the mother bottle.
But it's mounted in here with.
They go like this.
Yeah. It's a really cool trick.
Yeah.
We could have done it. It was impressive.
All the tanks are empty. Nothing's safe around here.
There's not a full.
No, not a fuel. There's not a full gas tank, propane tank, CO2, nothing.
Let's pull the spacers and see if we can match up to the spacer.
I think maybe you got two different lengths of spacers in there.
I mean, they're
I don't know. About
Stranger
that.
things
no, you're
happen,
right.
so-
They're close, but they aren't perfect. So we just went through and measured all the spacers real quick and found the ones that are the same height. Then we're going to pair those up together and throw them on, and then we'll torque it down, measure what the run out is again. We should be in good shape, hopefully. The thing is, without the adapter on it, it's really hard to measure run out on these axles. Like normally you could put it on the flange and measure it there. These you really can't do it with the floater setup. There's nowhere to get on it to see what run out is without, like, there's no round surface. It's almost like a star-shaped deal, and there's no circle around it. So we got these matched up. We'll bolt it all on, then we can check the outside of the hub itself.
See, we missed you, Moon.
Yeah.
Everybody zoom in on his pants.
We did say it needed a little attention, and he also then said it was mechanically sound.
Yeah, and then he shot the wheel down the highway.
Not down the highway, I shot it across the street.
We were trying to go to North Carolina as well.
It never ran since.
It never ran before, it was a trailer. So.
I guess the tire ran right over to that parking lot.
The tire's on my head.
But to be able to load it, stuff that makes big power, to load on the dyno to make boost and do those kinds of things, this is the only way to do it, that where it works. And there's plenty of guys that try it on, there's roller dynos that load, but at the end of the day, most of them, they try to make some decent power, end up spinning tires and tearing stuff up, so it really does work best this way. We good, Doctor?
Yep.
Jordan, I like your style. Offered me $2,200. Waited till I didn't reply, then went ahead and PayPal me $2,200.
Send him 7 injectors.
Yeah, that's funny.
Attempt number 2. They got the right spacers on there because I put the wrong ones on at first. I didn't put the wrong ones on, they were a little out of whack.
Making a little bit of headway. We're kind of just warming it up on the dyno, getting the hubs warm also. They are plugged in. Is the grounds on? You ain't got fans for a second, starting to get a little bit warm. There's zip screw to the front end, so Nick's gonna go grab and put them on. See, that's part of those removable front end problems.
What you got there, Nicky Booby?
Oh, I'm just doing some electronic sensors. That's your problem, and then electronics.
Just doing some wiring. Don't mind me, boys.
Do a little wiring. Batteries, are these, what is dwell on these right now?
I didn't turn the log on, so I don't know what the hell happened other than it was really rich. So
So we just need to make another pull.
yeah, we just got to make
Everything the
another
same.
pull. Everything. I'm gonna pull some fuel out because it was super fat up there at least. Let's see. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. You know, it was a little surgy there because it was just so rich going into that. But
It sounded like it kind of laid over.
Because it was really fat.
yeah, it was super fat, and it finally like kind of pulled through it. And
How much boost did it make?
no idea because I didn't log it.
It didn't get a log.
No data log.
We're back in action. Things are doing good. He's just making some light pulls. We meant to make a pull on gate, but it made 18 pounds. But everything looked good. It
5400.
pulled through. Made like
9 gear in it, and
9.
it's a 390. Right?
933, so 933 on 18
So,
pounds.
what'd you show for RPM? 66.
Everything's good so far.
So it's off 1,000.
Everything's good.
We needed to check training fluid because RPM's off 1,000.
wanted to check that anyway.
So it might be low on training fluid.
I would think it would be some lows.
It made a little bit less. That was only 15.4. I don't think it likes being that fat. Or we're reading, you know, obviously we're reading.
Maybe it's that low timing.
Well, that too probably. It just wasn't happy there at all. So we went ahead, smoothed out the fuel table a little bit. It was just a little bit wavy. We had some areas that need to pull about 5%, some that pulled about 14% of fuel. So even that out, we were really, really soft on timing. So added a couple degrees timing in there to help it out, and we're gonna make another rip. Just try to get a good, clean, like smooth A to B pull on it.
Oil's smoking. Oil's melting. Turn the battery off.
None of them are hot at all.
Just that one?
Yeah, and it's the one that's closest to the alternator.
Oh.
Do you think that would have anything to do with it? Yeah, it's pretty hot.
What's it? Oh yeah, were these the ones from the Mountain Dew deal?
Yeah. Hold on, we got a fuel leak.
Smells like electricity in here.
Holly says 17 volt max on the
up out there.
coil.
Oh, no shit.
So
Well, most people that run 16 volt battery don't run alternator. So you would have 16 volts on them.
Lesson learned, folks.
So
learning every day.
next time you fire it, I was gonna see if it's hitting on all cylinders if there's another coil. That's 17 degrees out, boys.
What is it?
17 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Matt.
Just waving at me. Like you, I think you wanted me to rev it up. Rev it up. So it's getting better. Keep tightening it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if there's a possible fuel leak and we're checking it, I personally like to keep my finger on the off button. Adam's just sitting there going, I think they want me to rev it. What? Rev it up?
I have my finger on the fire button.
Yeah, that can be your YouTube channel name. It's Fun Facts with Fensler.
It is a lot easier to be sitting here doing nothing, pointing fingers, than being the guy in the car.
You're the guy,
Especially,
you're the guy at home watching how warm it is.
yeah, especially if it's Adam in the car. He's an easy target. See, we got real tired of telling jokes about him.
He shut it off.
That's why when Moo came in, we just fired away.
He's like, hey, don't do it, no!
Wait, you want him to rev it or shut it off?
I gave him a thumbs up. I figured
shut it off?
I figured that was like.
I'm really confused by your hand signals. We're gonna have to practice this.
We.
Yeah, the one that just had the coil deal.
Maybe
That coil is 60 degrees hotter than the other ones. That's 100 degrees hotter. And that cylinder is colder, so
Did we take the little cover off of it?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
you gotta change
How
that
hot's the
coil
back of the
again.
alternator?
100 degrees.
Okay. It's not drawing any heat from there.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, that might be it then. It's not discharging.
We'll pull the plug wire, get that off there now, and just see what it looks like. So what he didn't know is I get $10 every time someone says that. So sfence27 yahoo.com PayPal, thanks. Out of all the things that have failed so far, these two baby zip ties are holding strong.
Those are pretty heavy duty.
Yeah. I mean, they're holding the weight of all this stuff up here.
I mean,
no problem.
Those are all-star zip ties.
Oh, yeah. It's good plastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you strip it?
Well, I don't think so.
Oh, don't say that.
You can get, they make,
This would be the first one I've
make-
ever stripped in my life. Let me just say
you can
that.
helicoil them from outside.
It feels like the gaskets in it. Like I undid it by hand. You know, after I bumped loose and could undo it by hand, now I'm having to turn it with the wrench. Like the gasket's never been squished.
If you haven't noticed, if anyone walks through the door that remotely looks different than the group, then we make fun of
You
them.
don't have a Turkey or Carhartt or Bucky's thing on?
Cowboy boots tucked in your jeans. Any of those things.
My boots are tucked into my jeans, yep.
Yeah, his cowboy boots are tucked into his jeans.
So you're different, dude.
Yeah. What an idiot.
Idiot.
Nerd.
Why don't you fire it up? Let's see if they stabilize.
Coil to stabilize!
Fire it out!
I'll stand there.
cylinder's not firing still. The coil pack, that one's 86 degrees. That one's 180.
Let's swap the coil.
All the crap on these things. Is that from a fire extinguisher?
Probably. Who knows? I mean, he's probably grinding.
Here's one that gave up.
We should keep it in the box. We can throw it on later.
Yeah, we'll try this one again. Oh, look at there. Max voltage, 17 volts.
Shit, it says it right on it. Read them.
They don't really mean that.
Do they all look like that?
What, like splitting?
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't. That one's, damn, look what Adam just noticed. Look at the bulge on that one.
Look, the one you got.
Yeah, look at the bulge on that one, dude.
Let me see this. This one got a crack in it.
That one, that's bulge.
The bulgy?
I wonder if it did that before. I think it just did that. It's warm.
Yeah, it is. Touch it again.
Let's put another one of these possibly good, possibly bad ones on and see what it does.
Let's play Russian roulette.
Hey, let me see.
They're only
Which one
$80
you're gonna
a
put on? All right. So close your eyes.
Russian roulette.
Close your eyes. Pulling out of there.
Which one's coldest?
R is right. Black is left. There you go.
Oh yeah, he's a good one. Let's try
You know the white stuff all over this is from the fire extinguisher.
I knew it. Anybody else's car, I would have thought it was just road dirt. Covered in beep. Hey, let's start doing that. Anytime we would normally cuss, let's say beep.
Sounds like a beeping plan, dude.
This car is a real piece of beep.
Just like the beeper standing, an ugly beeping hood standing next to it.
He's over here warming himself up.
Save that.
Talk about the cameraman.
Talk about you, beep.
Cameraman, you
Talk
son
about
of
you,
a
little beep.
Man.
Little beep.
You beep off.
Dylan's supposed to be bringing his propane. I don't know where it's taking him so long to get here.
He was kidding. He's in Florida.
We beep no, dude.
Chased it for an hour and a half. He was thinking it was going to get warm anytime.
How hot is he?
Psych. Okay, let's watch temps go up.
Mick, the people didn't believe that you pay off your van next month.
One more payment.
I said we're gonna have a party for it.
Use all my Christmas money.
One of the threads in the spark plug hole is kind of boogered up, so we're gonna put some anti-seize on it and try to get a better shot at it. Just because it's like it went in wrong once. I don't know when, but the threads are just a little boogered up, so we're trying to fix them before we have to fix the head and helicoil it. You're missing the action. Wong's about to get his face broke.
She dirty. She tappy.
Dirty, but she clean.
The hole's clean now at least.
Thank God for Mick boating it.
Yep. Thank God for flat tops, dude.
Yeah, no, without flat tops, where would we be?
What'd you do?
I went to Mick's house and he has this little fancy thread chase that's the same size as a spark plug, so I pulled the alternator off, and luckily the threads that were boogered up were just the first couple of threads, so with that being tapered, the chase went far enough in to line up with the threads, and then got me dead center where I needed to be, and it
Really good from him.
chased her out, and it's all good to go.
Yeah, this cylinder isn't working. You could power probe it and check for a short to ground, right? Okay. It's 40 and the others are 65.
Instead of starting it, could you just
So without it running, it's staying cold.
Crank her up.
Okay, here we go.
We're okay so far.
Thumbs up, shut her off!
is the cylinder heating
So
up?
let's warm it up so I can verify both cylinders are matching. And
Put it on
then
the chip.
and then
No.
then man, I really think you need to put the belt back on and see if it fails then.
Yeah.
So we know for sure. How many more you got? I think we need to know.
Yeah, we got our own way to prove it out.
Right.
Burn one up.
Alright.
I don't know how. We need to prove that you need to do something with the alternator.
And with that,
I don't know what the F to do.
Huh? I don't. Let's prove it's that, and then we'll figure out what we need to do.
if we can melt some coils down, how quick we can do it.
Going rate's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think we can do better than that.
It's still good. So
I feel like.
once you run, I'm just going to keep checking this one. And if I see it, so the one over here is 67 degrees. If I see this hit 70, this is kill it.
Okay, that's a kill it.
This is we're doing good.
Okay.
We're doing good. Kill it.
Okay, got it. I think.
Okay. Fire it up.
He's gonna hit the fucking starter button.
Here we go.
So that we have 4 bad coils.
Come on!
That was the worst it's ever been.
We don't know why 3 coils failed in a row, but it's fine now. Unless those coils all were already on the way out.
Something. I didn't even log it. Fuck.
No burn at all.
No, just white.
Good.
The timing, things hasn't started to burn the white off yet.
Good.
You don't even have to drive home, the car does it for you.
That's true. We got actual wheel.
I thought he was getting ready to say, you don't have to drive home, just stay with me.
2 or 3 successful pulls, all within.
We still have 8 coils.
They gained 10 horse each pull with no other changes besides cleaning up fuel. So looking good.
I need to figure out why it's because like boost doesn't start climbing till RPM does, and then it keeps making boost. Like
Yeah.
it should only be making 6 pounds, but it's making 18 pounds. Like at the very end, it's like 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yeah, it's like the wastegates aren't doing anything. Well, they got to be doing something, or it would make 50.
Yeah.
But they're not dumping enough.
That was a good pull. I mean, it was clean. It liked to be a little leaner and meaner. We're pouring a little fuel the whole time. It's still really pissed off in that cruise area. Like that fuel's way off, but we'll get it. See you, man.
So far, so good. We gotta work on some wastegate deals. I don't know. We don't even have any CO2 going to it or any boost control hooked up besides the reference and the gates. It should only make 6 pounds. It's making more than that, but other than that, we found a good coil for number 1 and haven't burned it up yet, and it's made good pulls, and fuel looks good and everything looks good. Yeah.
Training fluid's good, so the converter's holding tight now.
Yep.
Actually, the converter's doing real good, so it's ready for some more.
Yep. Just got to figure out a few things and put more boosties to it. Smack the air compressor.
That's good. Oh, dude. There's a big dent in it.
Did it? Oh, that's alright. I can fix it. So I can't have nothing nice. Whatever. It makes boost. It makes boost and it's not blown up, so win.